Clara's life had always looked like a carefully painted portrait of devotion. For more than 20 years, she had built her world around her husband, Mark, and their 2 children, Emily and Ben. She created a warm home, supported Mark's growing career, and quietly nurtured the dreams of her kids. Her own dreams, though, were tucked away in the attic of memory, like old photographs that no one looks at anymore. Every morning she woke up before everyone else, cooked breakfast, and made sure her family stepped into the day smiling. Every night she listened to their stories, their struggles, and soothed their worries before going to sleep herself. Clara's world revolved around them, and she was content. Until her 46th birthday. That evening, Mark sat across from her, his face heavy with something she couldn't read. He looked at her and said words that would shatter her carefully built world. "Clara, I'm leaving." She laughed nervously, thinking it was a joke. But then he said it again, slower this time. "There's someone else. I haven't been in love with you for a long time." The words sliced through the air like glass. Clara couldn't breathe. Her chest burned as if all the years of love, care, and sacrifice were being erased in an instant. For days, she couldn't stop asking herself why. Was she not enough? Had she done something wrong? But there were no answers, only silence, and the cold realization that everything she built had fallen apart. After the divorce, she moved into a small apartment. The space was plain and quiet, too quiet. She would sit at night staring at the blank walls, trying to remember who she was before she became someone's wife and mother. Her children, now adults, called her often. They told her she was strong, but Clara didn't feel strong. She felt invisible, like a shadow of the woman she used to be. A few months later, a gallery owner approached her with an offer, a solo exhibition. Clara could hardly believe it. She worked for months, painting day and night, pouring her soul into every piece. The exhibition opened on a cool September evening. The lights were dim, soft music played, and her paintings lined the walls, each one telling a chapter of her rebirth. When the crowd arrived, the room buzzed with admiration. Every painting sold. Critics wrote about her courageous storytelling through art. At 48, Clara had done what most people never dared to. She rebuilt her life from ashes. She became a symbol of hope. Years later, she began mentoring young artists, teaching them not just techniques, but resilience. She told them, success doesn't come from never breaking. It comes from learning how to rebuild. She found love again too, this time with someone who saw her not as a role to be filled, but as a soul to be cherished. By her 60s, Clara was an internationally recognized artist. Her work hung in galleries around the world, but her proudest achievement wasn't fame or wealth, it was peace. She had discovered that heartbreak wasn't the end of her story, it was the beginning of her masterpiece. Her life became proof that success can bloom after 45, that it's never too late to start over, rediscover your passion, and write a new chapter. Because sometimes life breaks you, only so you can learn how to paint yourself whole again. Clara began experimenting with new styles: watercolor, acrylic, oil. Each canvas became her therapy, her way of speaking without words. Her art wasn't about perfection. It was about truth, messy, beautiful, emotional truth. She painted her heartbreak, her loneliness, and her rebirth. Her canvases screamed and healed at the same time. Her teacher encouraged her to submit a few pieces to a local exhibition. Clara hesitated but finally agreed. Weeks later, she walked into that exhibition hall, nervous, anxious, and unsure. And then it happened. People stopped to look at her paintings. They didn't just see them, they felt them. One woman stood in front of her piece titled "The Empty Chair" and began to cry. She said, "I know this pain. Thank you for painting it." That night, Clara realized that her story, her heartbreak, could touch lives. Her pain had become her power. Soon, her work was being noticed. Local magazines wrote about the woman who found herself through art. She started selling pieces, not for the money, but for what they meant. For the first time since Mark left, Clara didn't feel abandoned. She felt chosen by life itself. One evening, while unpacking old boxes, Clara found a dusty cardboard container labeled sketchbooks. She opened it carefully, and there it was, her forgotten world. Page after page filled with drawings, splashes of color, and dreams from a girl who once wanted to be an artist. She traced her fingers over the pages, and for a moment she felt that younger version of herself whispering, "I'm still here." That night she picked up a pencil for the first time in decades. Her hand trembled as she started sketching, lines uncertain at first. But then something beautiful happened. Her hand remembered. Each stroke became easier. Each shade carried emotion she couldn't speak aloud, and slowly her pain started to turn into art. The next week, Clara enrolled in a local art class. When she walked in, she felt out of place, surrounded by students half her age, full of energy and unshaken confidence. She sat quietly at the back, trying not to be noticed. But as the weeks passed, something changed. Her classmates began to see her, not as the older woman in the room, but as someone with wisdom, depth, and a unique eye for detail. Her teacher praised her sense of emotion and color. For the first time in years, Clara felt alive. Every painting became a small victory. Every session felt like she was rebuilding herself, one stroke at a time.